Hello. We'll be setting up a build pipeline for our project in this video, and it will be running on the agent that our self-hosted agent that we'll be running in a Docker container. So first of all, we need an agent, and to spin up the agent container, we need a PAT, personal access token, and you can find the command to run the Azure Devops agent in the README, and this is the path for it. EZP URL is this. Without the slash, and then pool name will be agent. So we have already built the Docker image for the agent in one of the previous videos. I am just running it again. So this will initialize the agent for us, and what we want to do in the pipeline is we want to push the images to Docker Hub. I've already done it, and it can be done using a service connection. So you need to create a service connection in your own organization. Come here, where this is, you need to go here, project settings, and service connections, new service connection, search for Docker registry. Next, add the URL, add your user ID, add your password here, and give it a name and save. And you also need to check this grant access permission to all pipelines so that they can use this service connection. With this, a service connection will be set up and it will look something like this. Let me see if the agent is up. Yeah, the agent is up. We can also see it right here. The agent is up, and now to be able to run a build pipeline, we need to add a YAML for it, a YAML file for it. Azure pipelines.yaml. You can name it anything. I'm just naming it by convention. Okay, and here you can commit an empty file for now. Come to pipelines, click on new pipeline, use Azure Git repo and your repository, and click on existing Azure pipeline YAML file. We committed this file in master branch, so master, and for the path just copy this and paste it right here. Click on continue and it will open the pipeline for us right here. Alright, so we want to trigger this pipeline only from the master branch. So add a trigger for it. And we want it to run on the pool that we created just now. And we gave it a name of agent. Alright. Now let's create a few variables for the image name that we will be using. And so the convention for Docker Hub is it should be my username hyphen image name colon the tag. So we'll name it the same, the Docker Hub repository. So my username is Please don't ask me what this means. I was a kid when I made this username. And I'll give it a tag of the build ID. The build ID of the pipeline that is running. So we have created these variables and we'll be using it. So let's write the steps for the pipeline. So right here we'll search for Docker. So Docker build command container registry. We can use the service connection that we have created right now, and container repository should be this variable like so, and we will be building the image in this one and pushing it in the next one. So it needs the path of the Docker file. Come here, select this, and yeah, this will work. It will build any Docker file. The build context should be, so the build context, uh, we have been building this project by providing the build context of the source folder of this repository, and the source folder for the repository in Azure DevOps is in build.sources directory. If you want to know how I know that, come here, search for it, and it's a predefined variable in an Azure pipeline. Build.sources directory, and it's the local path on the agent where your source code files are downloaded. So when we run this pipeline, this will be the path where all the code from my repository will be downloaded. And we've been running our image by providing the same path as build context. And we don't want to pass any arguments. I don't want pipeline metadata. We can add it. So this will uh, build the image for me. Let's give it a display name as well. Build Redis image. It's using the service connection we made, and we don't need it here because we're not pushing from this task. But anyways, let it be. The repository is the variable that we created, and we're just building the command. Instead of this, we can use build.sources directory here as well, instead of this wildcard. And build context is fine, add pipeline metadata, but it did not add the tag for us, so let's add the tag. The tag will be the variable that we created and latest. This will be the latest one, and after this we just want to push the image. So what we can do is just copy this task, paste it down here. Instead of build, make it push. Push Redis image to Docker Hub. We don't need build context here. We just need registry, repository, tags. Build context is not required. Docker file is not required. It's tags, not tag. And we can save and run this. Commit directly to master branch. Let me rename this pipeline. triggers, and right here we can rename it. I'll call it Redis YAML CI. We can override continuous integration from here, and we can give it a branch for which continuous integration should be applied. So it failed. Let me see what the error was. Invalid tag. So it's not reading the variable. Let me see why. Edit pipeline. Build spelling mistake. Validate and save, and now I can run it again. Let's check the logs. Oh, because we have CI, it's already running. I don't need to trigger it manually. I triggered it manually as well. I can cancel that one. Check the logs here. Built the image successfully. And now it's pushing it to Docker Hub. So I can come to my Docker Hub account, go to repositories, copy this build ID is 16. That's the build number. This is the build ID. Come to Redis Java. Is this the name we have given it? Yeah, Redis Java. And search for the build ID. And as you can see, we have a build ID, the latest image that we pushed right now. So now anyone can pull this image from Docker Hub and run the Redis server on their own system. So the build pipeline is working fine, but now in the next few videos, I think I'll be using Helm, and I'll Helmify this application. So look forward to that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.